Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to AscendSocial. We've been talking about this secret sauce through this presentation, and I know you're kind of interested in find out what this AscendSocial is and now what this secret sauce, how it really works. So you know what? I'm not going to keep you waiting. I'm going to tell you this. AscendSocial is a cloud-based online platform designed to help you increase your brand awareness and grow your business by distributing your content across multiple social media channels, engaging your audience and driving traffic back to your money-making website, your blog, your high-converting landing page. So let's get started. First, I just want to give you a quick overview of AscendSocial. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this because we're going to go through this, but I really want you to kind of like understand what AscendSocial is. AscendSocial basically is a distribution center. All right, and we're going to be able to distribute posts to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, and Delicious. The difference with AscendSocial is that I could take a zip file that contains text articles and I can import them into AscendSocial, send that out to these social media sites, also send it to my WordPress site. Also, on the flip side, I can pull a post from one of my WordPress sites, bring it into AscendSocial, and distribute that across my social footprint. And I can also just go into AscendSocial and do your traditional direct posts. All right, so that's a real high level what AscendSocial is really able to do. So let me show you what we're going to do next. I put this together, this spreadsheet, because this is the things that we're going to do as we walk through AscendSocial. So I want no surprises. I want you to know what we're going to do. All right, so you can make that decision if this is something for your business or not. So AscendSocial is basically broken down between three main modules that we're going to be working with. The first one is default settings. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to show you the license area, and I'm going to show you the auto post settings. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a demonstration showing you how that all works. Then we have another section. It's actually called publish to social media, but I have here post to social media, the same thing. Show you a real quick, show you the interface. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull the post from WordPress and we're going to send that to social media. And at the same time, I'm going to show you how the schedule works. And of course, we're going to do a demo on that. Now, keep in mind, we're still going to be in the same section, post to social media. But instead of doing that, we're going to do a direct post to social media. And guess what, guys? I'm going to pull an affiliate product and show you how I'm going to take this affiliate product and send that out to social media. Because you know what? I like to make money, and I hope you do too. Then the third module is the import module. Of course, I'm going to show you the interface real fast, and then we're going to do an import to WordPress, and we're going to post to social media simultaneously at the same time. Okay? And then we're going to end up go back to the dashboard, and from this point, I'm going to show you the calendar. I'm going to show you the button for the help desk, the button for the accountants. We'll have all your personal information and where you get your training and your resources at. Okay, so if y'all are ready, I think I'm ready to dive right on in there and let's go ahead and walk through Ascend Social because that's what we want to do. Okay, guys, so now this is Ascend Social. These are the three modules that I told you that we're going to be dealing with. And the first one that we're going to look into is the general settings. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these because this is not a training series. This is a webinar. Got to keep that in mind, but there are certain things that I want you to know. These are the things that I want you to know. This is where you will have your license. So as you can see, I happen to have 4 different WordPress sites tied into my AscendSocial panel. Okay, this is where you will set up the time zones for your websites. Real quick, I'm just going to show you. Let's say if I came down here and pulled up AscendSocial, you see I had that set up for New York time. Okay, just as simple as that. Then we come over here to the dashboard for AscendSocial, because remember, AscendSocial can work in different time zones. Okay, my time zone happens to be from New Jersey, so it happens to be New York, and that's what we're seeing right here. We're not going to touch the app settings because that's where all the personal information, but I do want to show you one other thing. This is the auto post settings. Now, what the auto post settings is, it's going to allow me to post from WordPress, and I'm going to be able to set up these settings so I know exactly what's going to happen when my post goes out. Like I said, we're not going to spend a lot of time, but let's just jump down here to AscendSocial again. I like using that one as an example. And as you can see right here, what happens is that I have hit highlighted for a post. So inside of Facebook, these are the different pages and groups I can send it to. And also, since I'm going out to Pinterest, I do want to set that up and make sure that that default, because the first one that I'm going to go out to is blogging, as you can see that. Everything else is pretty straightforward. You just still have to go inside and set this stuff up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is this. I want to go over to social media first, and I'm going to show you this is a WordPress post for using AscendSocial. And remember, we said we're all about branding. Yes, we are all about branding. And you can see here that you're branded here. All right. And I'm also branded down here. And this is the caption area. Okay. And I happen to send this out with an image. Same thing down here, no different. The caption, this was sent out. And I'm branding myself. Okay. I'm not branding, um, excuse me, I'm branding myself because it's important for me to get our name of our company out there, AscendSocial. Same thing with Twitter. Okay, you notice that is our name. I mean, this would be your name. I'm getting a little mixed up here. I'm sorry, guys, because I'm looking at AscendSocial. But we see AscendSocial, that's our branding. And if I was to click this, this will bring me back to wherever this post wants me to go. I could tell you for this one happens to be taking me back to my blog. Okay, LinkedIn, same thing. All right. It's not about us, it's about you. You see the branding there. Pinterest, we have boards. All right, and you know how boards work. And again, everything is branded to you. And we come over to Tumblr. There's really no difference at this point. But now, what we're going to do is this. Because time is limited, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to shoot over to... We're going to shoot over here. And this is my AscendSocial website. And you can see these are different blogs and things that we have going out. But what I want to do is I want to take this particular item right here and I want to send that out to social media. Okay? I don't want to, since I have my default set up, I don't want to have to go inside of AscendSocial to when I post this out. But of course, when I post this out, of course, I don't want the whole article to go out there. So inside of my default settings, I put a snippet length. How long I want this article to be, no more. Because the thing is I want to bring them back to my website. So now I'm going to click Edit Page. And that's going to get me the behind the scenes of this WordPress setup. And that's where I want to be. And watch, look how simple this is. Okay, so now that I'm now that I'm back here, the only thing you really need to be concerned is the, so this is saying news. So let me go back here real fast. I want to click on the actual article because that's not an article. So let's click on this one right here. That's what we was looking at. So let me go to Edit Page. So now what I want to do is, if you notice, this is the title, Blogging Tips Need to Be Achieved Real In. You remember that picture, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and there's a little doodad called AscendSocial. If I enable that, and all my defaults are set up for immediate. We're not going to use Delicious right now. Delicious is having a little heartache, not on our part, or on the manufacturer's part. When I highlight this and I click Update, automatically going to send it out to social media. And that's how easy it is. All right, so I'm going to click Update. Now this is going to go out to those social media sites. And let me just be a little proactive. Let me go over here and click on these, and so these will probably update. So when we get back to it, we'll be ready. Okay, so let me go back here. So once that finished, it'll let us know. Maybe I was a little premature there. Okay, so now that went out. And look, guys, another thing too. If I want to send this out again, all right, all I have to do is come back here, highlight this, check the boxes out, and I can send it out again. I can send it out over and over and over again as many times as I want to. You remember, it's not going to affect your post. So let's go over here. Let me just do a refresh. Let me do a refresh on all of these again, because I think I said I did a little bit too early before. Let's refresh that. Now all of these just come up, and I know I have this up. See, here we go. This was set up for blogging. That was default. So that one did go out. And let me do a refresh on this one. Okay, so let's go back to the first one. Okay, come on, baby. Let's go here. All right, so Twitter came through. Sometimes these things don't all come through at the same time. All right, so this is the blogging. This is LinkedIn. This is Pinterest, and do another refresh there. And now we see we do have it back at Facebook. So it did go through. Ran into a little heartache there. All right, and this is the blogging board, and that's why I actually had to send out to there. And now Tumblr is there. So guys, sometimes it takes just a little bit more time than you know than we really like for some of the stuff to pop up. Okay, so the next one, let's do this. Let's go back to our dashboard. All right, now what we're going to do is I always go back to the layout. Even though I can come here and do the same thing, I always like to go here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do a publish to social media. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to pull something from WordPress and send that out to social media. So let's go down here. Let me go down to my AscendSocial since I like that. And I'm just going to pull it illustrated. Now, I can go and I can do it by categories. All right, and you can see all my categories come up. Um, I could also do it by select post to publish, the title. What I like to do is just click on this one. I kind of like know my website. So let's click on this one. All right, so as you can see, I was able to pull that post in from WordPress. I have, if I want to change the URL link, the redirect URL link, I can. Right now, when this goes out, it's going to pull them back to this particular website. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. And if I go to override content, that's where I'm going to be able to manipulate the content, make it unique from one another. We do have a nice little feature that is set up here that you will see is that I do have it set up that I want it to truncate at certain lengths. So I don't have to really deal with that if I don't want to. And here, since this is highlighted on Facebook, I'm saying I want to go here. I want to go to this Facebook page, that Facebook page, okay? And now if I come over to Twitter, if you notice I have defaults set up. LinkedIn, so it's going to go up. Now, I can set this to 0 and it will show the whole article. But I don't want to do that. And I had to set to 200. And it's never going to cut anything off in the middle of a word. I'm not going to do Instagram, and this is Tumblr. And see, Tumblr didn't have any default set. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here and do it manually. Now that's done. So now that's all set up. It's ready to go. Okay. Remember this blog and schedule social media. Now this is where we at right now. Now I want to show you the scheduler. First, I wanted to say that I want this to go out to all these different social sites. The ones that I highlight is where it's going to go out to. All right, and I can set this up to remember that default setting, so I don't have to click it every time I come back. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to say that we want this to repeat. So what I'm going to tell myself is I want this to repeat. All right, for these many days, and I want to repeat. And I actually want this to, yes, I can say I want to start to 29. I want this to go every day. All right, from 529 to 579. So it's going to go out once a day, all these days. So if I hit click schedule, Now it's going to tell me, it says June 29th, 2017 to July 17th. Every one day. That post is going to go out. Think about that. I set up one time, walk away, and it's just going to repeat itself. Or if I wanted to, I could say, you know what, I don't really like that. I want to change this to just one day. I want to go at 1900, 1905. And now you notice that the date, now it's a single post going out that one particular day. But we're not going to do any of that. What we're going to do is we're going to do immediate. All right, that means it's going to go out right now. So all I have to do at this point is click on publish. And now all those posts is going to go out. It should give me, it should notify me. Sometimes it takes a couple of moments. Remember, there's a lot of things that's going on here, a lot of things that's happening. So, and we're talking with the internet. So some things sometimes takes a little longer than others. It all depends on what you're doing. And now I can see it. Now it's telling us it's done. All right, so it brings us back. So now what I'm gonna do is, remember, we're gonna go back out to our social sites. Remember, the blogging was the last thing that we did. So let me just go to each one. See if I can save some time by hitting these bad boys now. Now I'm not sure of Pinterest because I don't know if I had that set up for the blogging platform or what platform I actually had that set up for. So I'm not really sure. All right, so let's go to Facebook. Facebook is the first one. Let's click on see more. While that's doing that, let's go over here to Tumblr. Tumblr came through. As you can see, that was the image, ways to get your blogging. That was the caption that we had. Let's go to, as you can see, LinkedIn. LinkedIn worked perfectly. Pinterest was on the blogging board, okay, as you can see there. And this was Facebook. So we got all of them, guys. So you just see how we was able to take something from my WordPress site and send it out to social media. Now the last one we're going to do is going to be the direct post. Remember I said we was going to do an affiliate product? Well, this is the affiliate product that I chose to use. This is the Monkey Player. Oh, excuse me. Let me get back over here. Okay, so that's good. So that's the Monkey Player. Just give me a second. I need to get to another page here. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this as an affiliate product. I'm gonna show you my little cheat sheet that I made up for this, so you can kind of get an understanding. And this is what I've used, and you would have to do this regardless if you was doing this manually or you're using the automated system like we have here. You still would have to go and get your caption, your title, and your URL link. And this is that's the image file. Don't worry about that. Anyway, too much information. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's go over here. So this is what we're going to be promoting. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here, go to the dashboard, and this time we're gonna do direct post to social media. So now I'm just gonna come here, and I'm gonna grab here. I want to grab this image first. So it says upload image, and I'm gonna do it by URL. So that's the image that I want. Now the next thing that I want is the caption. So I'm just gonna come in here, copy this, put this caption down, and the next thing is I want a title. Title's kind of long. I know Twitter's not gonna like that too much, but hey, it happens. And this is my URL. And then lastly, what I want to put in is my description. Okay, so you know what? I forgot to put a description. So what we're going to do for the description is I'm just going to, since this is just a demonstration, I'm going to make the description. Come on, I'm gonna grab this again. I'm gonna put that over there as a description also. Oops, wrong one. Excuse me. We grab it one more time. You know, things never go right. You know, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put that for the description, and then I'm just gonna put this for the title. It makes it real simple. Now, at this point, I'm ready to go. I got my description, I got closed caption. You don't really have to have that. I got a title, I got a hyperlink, and I have an image. Next thing I want to do is I want this to be unique for each social site that I'm going out to. So I come back over here to Facebook and I have to tell it where I want it to go. These are the pages that I want to go on Facebook. But this is what I want to do. I want to do something a little different. I want to change that image to a video. So I come over here and I say add custom video because I want to make this unique. Now I'm not going to change the text. All right. I'm just going to change the video. I'm gonna put a video on these other ones that's going out instead of the image. So remember how we said that we could make each of these unique any way we want to? So we could do that with the text. We could do that via image. We could do that. You know, it's totally up to us how we want to make each one different from one another. Me, I'm just choosing to use video at the moment. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. So this is going to be the last video that I'm going to do. So as far as the Pinterest goes, that's still going to be the regular image. And for Tumblr, it's going to be the regular image. But your Facebook, your Twitter, and your LinkedIn all going to have a video player, an image. So let me just double check something one more time here. Just want to make sure of something. Okay, that's what I thought. Let me go back here. And you know, we're still in beta, so sometimes there's a little bugs here and there that we have to straighten out. But believe me, we are on top of everything. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to social media, schedule the social media, and we're going to do this one that's immediate, and everything is already checked from last time. I want this to be immediate publish, so now I'm going to click publish. And so now that's going to go out to social media. Oh, see, that one's done already. So now let's go to our social media sites and let's do a refresh there. That's Twitter. That's LinkedIn. This is Pinterest. And this is Tumblr. So let's go to Facebook first. Let's see what we got. While we're waiting on that, let's jump over to see if this one came in. That's the video player right there. Oh, there we go. That's it, and that's the video. Let's go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is coming in. There we go. That's the video. And let's go to Facebook. Facebook is still coming in. And I'm not really sure what board I had. Oh, there we go. That's the image. So I had to do that on the blogging board. This one right here. Aha, there we go. And Facebook also did the video. So you see how easy that was. So what we did was we was using publish to social media. Go back out here. That was published to social media, and we did two exercises. One that we did was import from WordPress, and one we did was a direct post. So we really had one more to do, guys. And so we go back to the dashboard, and we're going to head over to the import. Now the import is a nice little module, and what it's going to do, like I told you earlier, it's going to let you bring in a zip file with multiple files. It can be going to multiple websites, all right, and across multiple social media sites. You pick where you want to go and how you want it to go. But the first thing you have to do is you have to set it up. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing, this is the GUI, all right, and it has two parts to it. All right, the defaults. You have immediate, which you want. So I want this, my snippet length to be no more than 200. That's across the board. These are the, you pick what social sites you want to go to. So of course I'm gonna pick the same ones that I picked before for WordPress. And like I said, we'll get more into the detail of this later on, how all this really works in detail. Next thing we have to do is, now we got that all set up, all right? And I have no particular category because I'm going to multiple sites. I have no default image that I want to send in. I can click over here to schedule. It's nothing that I want to do with schedule. I want this to be immediate. So at this point, only thing that's left for us to do is to come over here to the import section. Now, like I told you, you can import a text file or you can import a zip file. So what we're going to do is we're going to import a zip file. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty how the zip file is actually set up. You can do that. It's real easy. It's 1, 2, 3. Like I said, this is not a training video. This is more of an overview webinar type of thing. Now remember, you're going to have the whole article here because this is actually, this one is going, the link is going to WordPress and the site is WordPress. So this is the image. Now what it's going to do is it's going to import an image into WordPress too. It's going to import a feature image to WordPress. So it's going to send that image out to social media. So this one is saying that the boards that I chose that I want to go to. So I have what? 1, 2, 3, 3 things that I want to go out to social media. So what's going to happen is it's going to cut this article off at 200 snippets when it goes out to social media, to all the different social media sites. With Facebook, it has 3 boards, and with Pinterest, I need to pick a board that I want to go to. This looks like time management, so let me go search in repetition management. I'll take that, and this one right here is, I didn't choose a board. I did for that one. The reason I didn't choose a board before, because this is all going to different places, all right, different blogs. So you can't. So you have to come in after the fact and choose what Pinterest board you want this to go to. And this all happened to be reputation management. Okay, so that's all done. So at this point, all I have to do is click on publish and let that go out and work its magic. Now remember, now what's happening here is going out to WordPress and social media simultaneously at the same time. And there's a lot of other things that we can do with AscendSocial, but just what we're really giving you is the bare minimum. There's a lot of techniques and a lot of other things that we have designed to aid you in getting your business out there and really making a name and really branding yourself. Like I said, if you remember earlier, if you was a part of the webinar, I said, what do you think of when I said McDonald's or Burger King? First thing that comes to your mind is what? Fast food, hamburgers, right? That's because of the branding. And the branding is so important in today's business because you want people to recognize you, and that's very important. Okay, now that it's stopped, you get this nice little GUI that tells you everything that was done. So it tells me here that Facebook was done, Twitter was done, LinkedIn was done, Pinterest was done. So all the social sites was done. But now this is the WordPress site. So let's see if they came through. I'm just going to click on open in a different window. And hey, that went to, this is the Brick Web and Mobile site. There's the article. So let's go back to the dashboard. Let's click on the next one. And this is the home-based business. That worked perfectly. And now let's click on, and this is the Niche Maestro. Okay, so that worked out perfectly. So now the next thing is really is our social site. So let's refresh them and see what we have. And while that's still refreshing, what I'm going to do is we're going to come back to that. We're going to go back to the dashboard real fast. I'm going to click on this and say all done. All right. So let's see if this stuff has come in yet. This is Facebook. Okay. So let's look here at LinkedIn. If you notice, they're going to come in. There was 3 different articles there. So, and that's what you're seeing. Because in that queue, we said everything to go out immediate, and it was 3. I believe it was 3 articles. So that's what you're actually seeing. You're seeing those 3 articles. I don't remember exactly what board. I think I said this was going to be. Um, I believe I said it was going to be time management, repetition. Here we go. See, there you go. 1, 2, 3, boom. So that worked out perfectly. So everything went out just like it was supposed to. Okay, so let's get back to the board here so we can close this up. It's going a little longer than I thought. All right, so now we have the schedule on calendar. All right, we're not going to go into these 3. These are coming soon. All right, so let's go to the schedule calendar. Schedule calendar, as you see, I do have stuff already scheduled out, but hey, look at this, guys. If I was to click on this, it gives me information, it tells me where it's going, and we're going to make this even more dynamic than it is. It tells me the pages, if it was going to a WordPress site, it gives me all that information right here, easily. And another thing too, you can just grab something and move it over. That's that could be easily done. All right, so that's the calendar, and you also could filter out for what's going to a particular website or what's going to a social post. We get into more of that later. You can break it down by months, days, and things of that nature. Another area of importance to you would be tutorial and resources, and that will take you to where all our training videos are at, as you can see there right here. And of course, we have the help desk. If you have any problems, you just reach out. If you're not registered, register an account and put a ticket in. So, listen, that's basically it. That's a walkthrough of AscendSocial. Guys, there's a lot more things here that you could do with AscendSocial that we haven't even touched. But I really wanted you to see. Now, you figure this took me roughly about, what, 30 minutes to go through all of this stuff. Now, you figure what we did was, let me just go back and because I think I need to highlight that. I think it's important that I highlight that. So we went through the default settings. We did an auto post using WordPress. We did publish to social media. We did one from WordPress to social media, and we did a direct post using an affiliate product. Okay, and let me tell you another thing about that affiliate product. I could have used that affiliate product, and if I would have put that on repeat, I could repeat that every 6 hours. So every 6 hours, that post or that video would go out. That would really help me and aid me in my selling that particular product. And then lastly, we saw the import, where I did an import to WordPress and I posted this to social media simultaneously at the same time, and we ended with the dashboard. Okay, I want to thank you for being here. I hope I gave you enough information to whereas you'll be a little bit more curious to learn even more about AscendSocial. Thank you, and make today your greatest.